Welcome back. Today we're diving into the most top 4 UK 1 penny coins that are shaking up the numismatic world. These coins, all in different conditions, are currently setting the stage on fire in global auctions, especially in the US dollar market. Let's get started. First up, the UK 1 penny from 1918. Though it may look modest or even dirty to the untrained eye, this coin carries with it over a century of history, unique features, and immense value in today's auction markets. If you're a coin enthusiast or a treasure hunter, stay tuned because this is a coin you'll definitely want to know about. The 1918 UK 1 penny was minted during a time of tremendous historical significance. Britain was still engulfed in the final year of World War I, and every resource, including metal, was being directed toward the war effort. As a result, coin production was affected, with several varieties and minting quirks appearing during this period. This specific penny holds within it the essence of wartime Britain's simple, resilient, and now remarkably collectible. Produced in both the Royal Mint in London and the Heaton Mint in Birmingham, the 1918 penny includes rare mint mark variations that make it highly sought after by collectors worldwide. The 1918 UK 1 penny truly special are its unique features. On the obverse, it displays the elegant profile of King George V, a monarch whose reign was marked by a transition from the Victorian era into modern times. On the reverse, Britannia stands proudly with her trident and shield, symbolizing Britain's naval power and historical legacy. Even in a dirty or well-worn condition, the design still captures the artistry of early 20th century minting. Coins with the H mint mark, denoting the Heaton Mint, are especially prized for their limited mintage and distinctiveness. The 1918 UK 1 penny is a gem, particularly when found in its original circulated state. While many coins have been cleaned or altered over time, those still bearing their natural patina, what some may call a dirty condition, are often considered more authentic and appealing to seasoned collectors. These untouched pieces retain the story of their journey through time, from hand to hand, across generations. It is this genuine wear that increases their desirability, not diminishes it. The market today appreciates originality, and coins in such raw, unclean condition often command strong attention at auctions. Speaking of demand, the 1918 UK 1 penny is riding a wave of rising interest among collectors and investors alike. In recent auctions, even coins in visibly aged and circulated condition have fetched impressive sums in the dollar market. Depending on the condition, mint mark, and provenance, these coins can range from $2,100,000 to several $100,000, and in some special cases, they've even surpassed $300,000. This consistent appreciation in value highlights the intense competition among buyers and the enduring fascination with rare British coins. It's no surprise that seasoned collectors keep a sharp eye on this particular issue, knowing its potential for long-term investment. The 1918 1 penny to their collection, there are a few key tips. First, embrace the authenticity of naturally aged coins. Don't shy away from pieces that show signs of wear or oxidation. This is part of their charm and historical significance. Always verify the mint mark and, when possible, try to acquire coins with documented provenance or from reputable dealers. Keep your coin stored properly, even in its current condition, to preserve its market value. Most importantly, act decisively when you spot one on the market. These coins are increasingly rare, and demand is only growing stronger. The 1918 UK 1 penny in dirty or worn condition is not just a relic of the past, it's a living piece of history that continues to gain value and recognition in today's collector world. Its combination of historical significance, unique mint features, and undeniable rarity has made it a star in the numismatic community. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just beginning your journey, this coin represents a golden opportunity to own something truly remarkable. Don't underestimate the power of a single penny, especially one like this. Next up, the UK 1 penny from the year 1913. Yes, this isn't just any old coin sitting at the bottom of a drawer. Even in what many call dirty or heavily circulated condition, this coin is incredibly valuable in today's market, with auction prices rising fast and furious, especially in the US dollar market. Collectors around the world are scrambling to get their hands on this piece of history, and if you happen to own one, or find one, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Let's take a deep dive into why this coin is in such high demand, what makes it special, and how much it's worth today. The year 1913 was a quiet but significant chapter in British history. King George V was on the throne, the world was teetering on the edge of World War I, and the British Empire was still a dominant global force. During this time, the Royal Mint produced the 1 penny coin, which quickly became an essential piece of everyday commerce. However, coins from this specific year have taken on a life of their own over the decades. What was once simple pocket change is now a coveted collector's item, carrying over a century of history. The 1913 penny is part of an era now admired by historians and numismatists alike, and because of this historical significance, the coin has become much more than a copper disc. It's a symbol of a bygone empire and an artifact of the pre-war world. Now let's talk about what sets the 1913 UK 1 penny apart from other vintage coins. Struck in bronze, the coin features a left-facing portrait of King George V on the obverse, a regal and timeless image that gives the coin instant visual identity. On the reverse side, you'll find Britannia, the iconic female figure representing the strength and unity of Britain, holding her trident and shield. Even if the coin is in a dirty or well-circulated condition, many of these features remain recognizable, adding to its rustic charm and authenticity. Collectors actually admire the signs of age, as they tell a story. The more untouched and original the surface is, the more genuine and appealing it becomes. The design, the engraving, the craftsmanship, all reflect the pride and precision of British minting standards in the early 20th century. What makes the 1913 penny especially attractive to collectors is its increasing rarity, particularly in any condition. You may wonder if it's dirty, does that lower its worth? The answer is a clear no, because even dirty or heavily circulated specimens are becoming harder to find. Most of these coins were worn down through decades of daily use, and many were lost, melted, or discarded over the years. The few that remain, especially those that haven't been improperly cleaned, are now commanding serious attention in both UK and international markets. The numismatic community values authenticity and originality, which means a coin showing genuine signs of age can be more valuable than one that was cleaned or polished. Right now, the 1913 1 penny is in high demand not only among UK collectors, but also among American buyers who are increasingly investing in rare foreign coins with historical relevance. So how much can a 1913 UK 1 penny actually fetch in today's market? You'll be amazed. In auctions and online sales, even dirty or circulated versions of this coin are selling for, depending on detail, visibility, and overall appeal. But here's where it gets exciting. Coins with stronger original features, especially with no cleaning or damage, can reach $5,700,000 or even more depending on the market and demand at that moment. In fact, we've seen recent online listings with asking prices up to or higher for pieces in attractive condition. The momentum behind this coin is growing quickly, and the combination of scarcity, history, and collector buzz is pushing the value upward every single year. If you're a collector, or even a casual enthusiast who's come across a 1913 1 penny, here's some important advice to protect its value. First and foremost, never clean the coin. No matter how tempting it is to shine it up, doing so can actually reduce its value significantly. Collectors want coins in their original, untouched condition, dirt and all. Secondly, store your coin in a dry, stable environment, preferably in a protective holder or case. This helps maintain its natural state and protects it from further wear. If you're unsure about its condition or authenticity, consider having it appraised or professionally graded. This can significantly boost its market appeal if you ever choose to sell. And lastly, always do your research on current market prices. This coin is only gaining attention, and staying informed will help you recognize the best time to sell or invest. To wrap things up, the UK 1 penny from 1913 is more than just an old coin. It's a highly sought-after piece of British numismatic history. Its unique design, historical roots, and increasing rarity have made it a true collector's gem. Even in a dirty or heavily circulated condition, this coin has strong financial potential and emotional value. The auction markets are proving time and again that this penny holds serious power in the dollar market, and now is the perfect time to take a closer look at your collection or perhaps begin one of your own. With each passing year, the demand only grows stronger, making the 1913 penny a timeless treasure you'll be proud to own. Next up, the UK 1 penny from the year 1966. You might be surprised, But yes, even this relatively modern penny, especially in bad condition, is now being sought after in today's coin market. Collectors are rushing to acquire it, and its presence in auctions has been creating quite a buzz. Its value in US dollars is rising, and it's no longer just a forgotten relic from the past, it's a true collector's asset with powerful demand and rich historical significance. Let's rewind to 1966, a vibrant time in British history. The country was in the midst of cultural change. Music, fashion, and modernism were redefining the British identity. It was also the final chapter before the decimalisation of British currency, which would come in 1971 and permanently change the nation's coinage system. That makes the 1966 one penny one of the last great pre-decimal coins, minted under Queen Elizabeth II and used widely across the country during a time of remarkable transformation. This penny is more than just small change, it's a tangible piece of an era, reflecting the life and energy of 1960s Britain. As collectors become more interested in 20th century coins with historical and cultural relevance, the 1966 one penny is gaining strong recognition and value across global markets. What gives the 1966 penny its distinct appeal is the combination of its design, mintage, and symbolic importance. The obverse side features the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, sculpted by Mary Gillick, a design that embodies grace and dignity. On the reverse is Britannia, seated with a trident and shield, a classical image used for over a century to symbolize British strength and unity. Even when the coin is in bad or worn condition, these features can often still be seen, and in the coin world, that worn look doesn't hurt the value, it enhances its charm and tells its story. The 1966 penny was part of the last consistent full-year mintage before the currency overhaul, and collectors see it as a symbol of the end of an era, making it highly collectible and increasingly valuable. Now here's where it gets exciting. Even though the 1966 penny had a relatively large mintage, coins in original, circulated condition, especially bad condition coins that haven't been cleaned or altered, are becoming harder to find. Most were discarded, lost, or damaged beyond recognition. The remaining pieces, even in worn or bad condition, are now considered historical collectibles, not just old money. Collectors worldwide are chasing after coins that still carry that raw, authentic look, and the demand for original, untouched pieces is exploding. What was once ignored in old jars or drawers is now sparking bidding wars in online auctions and coin shows. That's right, even a 1966 one penny with scratches, discoloration, or surface wear is now viewed as a true collectible, especially by collectors who specialize in transitional era British coinage. Let's talk dollars, because this is where things really heat up. Today, a 1966 UK one penny, even in bad or heavily circulated condition, can fetch $4,200,000 depending on the market and presentation. If the coin retains clear detail or holds a special aesthetic appeal, even in its worn state, values can reach $2,900,000 or more, especially when sold to collectors in the US, Canada, or Australia, where British historical coins are in high demand. What's driving this surge is a perfect storm of rarity perception, nostalgia, and growing appreciation for mid-20th century currency. We're even seeing graded examples or proof sets that include the 1966 penny being sold at several $100s, further boosting the appeal of standalone coins. Don't underestimate this little copper piece in today's auction scene. It holds surprising value in US dollars, and the trend is only climbing. If you have a 1966 UK one penny or are thinking about starting your collection, now is the perfect time to act. First, remember, don't clean the coin. That aged look is part of what collectors love. Cleaned or polished coins lose their historical authenticity, and therefore their value. Even in bad condition, an untouched, naturally aged penny can fetch a much better price. Keep it stored safely in a coin flip or protective sleeve to avoid further damage. You can also check for interesting details. Slight variations in lettering, spacing, or misalignment can make your coin even more valuable. And if you're looking to sell, do your homework on current auction prices. The more informed you are, the better your results will be. This is a golden era for vintage British coins, and the 1966 penny is standing tall among them. So there you have it, the UK one penny from 1966, once seen as ordinary, now proving to be extraordinary in the world of coin collecting. Even in bad condition, this coin is turning heads, fetching strong prices, and earning its place as a valuable relic of Britain's numismatic past. The excitement around this coin isn't slowing down, it's gaining traction across collector communities and auction platforms globally. Whether you're an experienced collector or someone who just discovered one in an old drawer, this coin could be more valuable than you ever imagined. Keep an eye out for it, treasure it, and remember, even the most worn coin can shine in today's vibrant collector's market. Next up, the UK 1 penny from the year 1907, especially those found in black shade or heavily toned condition. You might be looking at an old, darkened coin and wondering if it's worth anything. But the truth is, this exact look, that deep, naturally aged black tone, is becoming incredibly desirable in today's market. Collectors are not only looking for these pieces, they're actively bidding high in auctions, and the value in US dollars is rising faster than ever. Get ready to explore a rare treasure that might be sitting unnoticed in your collection. The 1907 UK 1 penny was minted during the reign of King Edward VII, a significant figure who led Britain through the Edwardian era, a time of imperial prestige, social refinement, and innovation. His reign, though short from 1901 to 1910, left a lasting legacy on British coinage. The 1907 penny was part of the final stretch of coins produced under Edward VII before his passing. As a result, these coins carry immense historical significance, representing the last years of a monarch and an era just before the seismic shift of World War I. Every 1907 penny is a direct link to this unique period in British history, and collectors recognize this historical relevance as a key factor in its increasing desirability and value. The 1907 penny is a beautiful example of early 20th century British minting, featuring elegant designs and strong craftsmanship. On the obverse side is the portrait of King Edward VII, facing right, a distinguished and regal image that gives the coin a classic look. The reverse showcases Britannia seated with her trident and shield, a design that symbolizes British power, pride, and tradition. But what makes certain 1907 pennies stand out today is the black shade condition, a naturally darkened or toned surface that develops over decades due to oxidation and environmental factors. Far from being a flaw, this black or deep brown patina is now considered a badge of authenticity and age. Many serious collectors actively prefer coins in this condition because it reflects a coin's untouched, original journey through time. Although millions of pennies were minted in 1907, very few have survived in a state that collectors consider desirable today. And among those that did, only a limited number remain in original, naturally toned or blackened condition. This black shade adds a vintage character that modern coin collectors absolutely love. Unlike artificially cleaned or polished coins, a naturally darkened surface shows the coin's honesty and integrity. The demand for original condition coins is higher than ever, and black shade 1907 pennies are considered particularly rare. This rare combination of age, historical context, and original dark toning makes these coins highly collectible, even if they show signs of heavy circulation. Every scratch and every layer of patina adds to the charm and demand of the piece. Now let's talk about what this coin is worth today in actual dollar terms. On the international market, especially in the US, where vintage British coins are increasingly popular, the 1907 UK 1 penny in black shade or original tone condition is commanding impressive prices. Depending on the overall look, eye appeal, and preservation, these coins are fetching anywhere from $2,100,000 for circulated examples. But for particularly attractive black tone pieces, with clear detail and unclean surfaces, prices can rise to $200 or even beyond, especially in collector-grade auctions or online platforms. Rarer, high-contrast examples have been known to reach even $300 or more when listed with professional photography and proper description. The value of these coins isn't just based on age, it's built on authenticity, tone, and high demand, and the market is booming right now. If you own a 1907 penny or you come across one in a collection, there are a few key things to keep in mind. First and foremost, never clean the coin. That rich, black patina that may seem like dirt is actually one of the most valuable features. Cleaning removes history, diminishes character, and can cut your coin's value in half. Secondly, store it properly. Use a coin holder or airtight capsule to preserve the tone and prevent further oxidation. Third, do your research on pricing, and when in doubt, seek a professional appraisal. Many collectors today are focusing on authentic patina and vintage surface rather than artificial shine, so presenting your coin as original can bring you a far better return. And finally, keep your eyes open. These coins may appear ordinary, but in the right circles, they're highly prized. The UK 1 penny from 1907, especially in black shade or original tone condition, is far more than a simple old coin. It's a highly desirable piece of British history that's turning heads in the global collector's market. With its strong connection to King Edward VII's reign, its elegant design, and the unmistakable character that only age can create, this coin is quickly becoming a star in auctions and private sales. The value in US dollars continues to rise, and the demand shows no signs of slowing. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting out, the 1907 penny is a brilliant coin to seek out, appreciate, and potentially profit from. If you've got one, protect it, treasure it, and know that you're holding something truly rare and valuable. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep look into the rare and powerful world of the 1907 black shade penny, make sure to like this video, leave a comment with your thoughts or experiences, and subscribe for more insights into coins that surprise, inspire, and grow in value. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting.